So you mentioned about the evolution of Malta, moving on from value-added manufacturing into ICT about 5 years ago, and then more recently into BPO. So where do you see the sort of focus for ICT and BPO moving forward then?
I think it's more about trying to deliver a good and healthy mix between the ICT and the BPO industry, and seeing them and perceiving them more as a continuum and as a kind of a spectrum of services which can be provided. In truth, you cannot divide the line so simply between ICT and BPOs, because actually they're kind of interdependent. So what we are looking for is trying to synergize both, take them forward into an industry which delivers more growth and delivers more, and I would say better jobs, more than just more jobs. So it's going up the value chain, going up the ladder, and keep on as well becoming a bit more sophisticated than what we already proved to be successful so far.
Right. Okay. Well, it was interesting that you mentioned during our interview a minute ago that there's no fixed rules about incentives, whereas with a lot of countries that are trying to promote investment, they publish these are the tax breaks that are available to investors. And you said that you can almost just create a very bespoke structure of incentives for each company.
We do have parameters, obviously, which are state aid rules, but within those parameters, then we do have also certain leeways in terms of negotiations. What we tend and look and search to deliver is more a solution rather than an incentive. An incentive has what is called an incentive effect. So at one point in time, that incentive effect would wear out. And for companies to remain competitive, an incentive can be an artificial incentive, because the moment it wears out, then it doesn't remain competitive. So what we try to deliver is actually a long-term solution which keeps competitiveness in check. Because at the end of the day, for us, it's not about attracting FDI, but also about maintaining FDI in Malta. And I would say that the biggest success which we've had is more into maintaining and managing to have the staying power of the FDIs who have been in Malta for so long, and which could have easily grown uncompetitive here, rather than just attracting FDIs for the sake of attracting them and relocating them here.
Okay, I suppose the most near competition to Malta would be some of the Eastern European countries and perhaps Egypt and North Africa. When you're trying to differentiate yourself from those regions, what do you sort of cite as the most important reason for investing in Malta?
No, I think that obviously the value proposition is a holistic one. So you can't say, listen, come to Malta because we have sun and sea, or come to Malta because we have good taxes, or come to Malta because we've got good skill. I think at the end of the day, what we try to do is we look at the business, we see whether we can deliver value into that business, and then we design our intervention, I would say, on the basis of that business plan. It doesn't mean that anything is possible. So at least a promise that we make is that we will deliver what we will promise, which on the contrary means that if we see a business plan which we can't deliver upon, we just say, we would like to have you here, but we can't deliver. Sort of, for us, the integrity and the capacity to be able to deliver and to build up that relationship over a long period of time is more important than the immediate, capture, I would say, or conquest of a project.